Hello everyone. In this lecture video, we will see the key features of OpenStack, which is a powerful open source cloud platform. So there are four important features of this OpenStack. The first is create and deploy virtual machines. That is, it can easily create and deploy virtual machines in the minutes. And one real-time example for this is a college can create 50 virtual machines for students' lab. Second is flexible cloud management environment, where it can manage compute, storage, networking, and more from a single dashboard. So example is the IT team that manages all the cloud resources from one place. Now third is horizontal scaling, where we can add more servers to the system easily and scale as and when needed. Example is students. When the number of students increase, the university can add more servers and the cloud automatically handles the load. Fourth is open source, which is a very powerful feature of OpenStack. That is, it is free to use, customize, and improve. So you will be having full control to build your own cloud here. Example is universities and organization can build secure private clouds with full control. Now we will see these all features in detail. So the first feature is create and deploy virtual machines, where you can create and deploy virtual machines. That is, users can quickly create software based computers which are called as virtual machines using the cloud platforms such as OpenStack. So here users select the operating system, then they can select RAM, okay, and storage through that dashboard, and the virtual machines is automatically created within machines. So here you can create a virtual machine, you can select the OS, you can select the RAM and storage, and you can quickly launch it within minutes and your VM is ready. VM is nothing but the virtual machine, it is ready. Now a virtual machine, it is a software based computer which works like a real computer inside the cloud. And OpenStack helps the users create and deploy the virtual machines easily using a graphical dashboard. Okay, using a graphical dashboard, which is also called as a GUI. Now suppose an engineering student needs a virtual machine with Ubuntu. That is the operating system with 4 GB RAM and 50 GB project storage for project 50 GB storage for project or the lab work. Now using this OpenStack dashboard GUI, the student can create the virtual machine in few simple steps. That is, first she can click on create virtual machine. Next she will select the required operating system such as Ubuntu. Then after that she can choose the hardware requirements like RAM and storage size. Then finally she clicks the launch button. So OpenStack automatically allocates the required resources and prepares the virtual machine within minutes, and the user can then use the virtual machine for programming, then testing, simulations or cloud experiments. And this process is very simple because users do not need to configure physical hardware manually. And the concept, it is similar to the AWS EC2, where users launch virtual servers on the cloud. But however, OpenStack is mainly used inside the private organizations, colleges and campus clouds, giving full control over resources, security and infrastructure management. So this is about the create and deploy virtual machines. Second feature is flexible cloud management environment, which means administrators can easily manage and control cloud resources from one dashboard, and they can configure network settings, allocate storage, create security rules, and manage user access permissions. So this helps the organizations efficiently distribute the resources, then improve security and monitor the virtual machines, networks, and users in a flexible cloud system. So here you can see the cloud administrators, these can manage and control all cloud resources from a single dashboard. Okay, here from a single dashboard. And This makes cloud management simple, organized, and efficient for colleges, companies, and the research organizations. Now, here in this, the administrators can configure important cloud settings such as network settings, then storage allocation, then you have security rules, user access permissions. So, using the dashboard, the admin can monitor and manage the virtual machines, storage capacity, users, and network connections very easily. Now here you can see you have a college IT college IT administrator who will manage the resources for different departments. Now suppose we'll consider a EC department where it is allocated 10 virtual machines, while the CSE department it is allocated with 20 virtual machines based on their requirements. Now the storage space is also assigned separately for each department. At the same time, the research labs are given restricted access for security purposes. Okay, so that only the authorized users can access sensitive data and projects. So the dashboard, this dashboard, it provides a complete overview of the cloud services, including the total number of virtual machines, okay, then total storage, the networks, and the users. And this centralized management system, it reduces the complexity and it improves the utilization. And the overall OpenStack, it offers a flexible and secure environment where everything can be controlled and monitored from one place efficiently. Okay, so this is about the flexible cloud management environment. Next comes the horizontal scaling, which means increasing or decreasing the number of virtual machines based on user demand. Instead of upgrading one powerful server, the system adds more virtual machines when workload increases and it removes them when workload decreases. So here in normal situation, the college cloud system may run 50 virtual machines, okay, for regular lab usage. And these virtual machines are enough for daily student activities and online practical sessions. But however, during the examinations, here the demand suddenly becomes very high because 500 students need access to online labs at the same time. So to handle this situation or this heavy workload, the cloud administrator temporarily he will create 100 extra virtual machines, and this process is called as scaling up. And the additional virtual machines, these will help to distribute the workload evenly and improve the system performance and prevent the server overload or slow the response. Now once the exams are completed, the demand becomes low again. So the administrator, what he will do, he will remove the extra virtual machines and the system returns to the original, that is back to 50 virtual machines, and this process is called as scaling down. So horizontal scaling, it is very useful because it provides flexibility, performance, that is better performance, efficient resource usage, and cost savings. Now cloud platforms like OpenStack and AWS, these are commonly these use commonly the horizontal scaling in order to manage changing workloads easily and efficiently. Now the fourth feature is open source, which is a very powerful feature, which means the source code of the software is freely available to everyone. Any user, developer, or organization can access the code, modify it, improve it, and share the improvements with others. Now in OpenStack, the developers, they have to they have the freedom. Okay, here they have the freedom to customize the cloud platform according to their needs, and they can add new features, improve the security, then fix the bugs or develop the special modules for applications. And the flexibility makes the OpenStack highly useful for universities, then research organizations and companies that need customized cloud solutions. And here you can see here, suppose we have a research team who wants to add special security and add a custom IoT monitoring module to their cloud system. So since the OpenStack is an open source, they can directly modify the source code and then implement these features easily. And after improving the software, they can also share their modifications Okay, they can share their modifications with the developer community, and this is different from the AWS and many public cloud platforms where the internal source code is not available to the users. Because the open source access, because of this open source access, the OpenStack, it will encourage the innovation, learning, collaboration and customization, and it gives the organizations complete control over their cloud infrastructure, while they will reduce the dependency on proprietary software vendors. So open source gives freedom to customize, improve and innovate. Okay, so here this is about the features of the OpenStack. Thank you.